Okay, I think my camera battery's kicking the bucket, so I gotta make this really short. I have a relay here that's making the contacts instead of the switches I used in my last videos. Those were just some basic demonstrations and really showing, this, that. Okay, this is the circuit. You can see the battery is here to turn on switch. You got the coil and the relay, and this is the circuit if you want to look at it any better than that. And that right there is the capacitor. You can see here it's connected to the negative, and basically it's across the switch that I have here set up. I got this relay set up for, it's a double pole double throw, so half of the relay operates with the capacitor and these resistors to give a pulsing action for the relay instead of buzzing without the capacitor. So either way, what I need to show here real quick, and I'll show some other things in the next vids, is first off, we have ignition. Tin Man was telling me that you can get a spark by connecting the contacts and when the contacts open. I didn't believe him, but here it is. I'm going to show. Let's see. There. On, off, on, off, on, off, on, off, on, off, on, off. Okay, so there is that spark. I've never seen that before. Since I added this ballast resistor, now I'm seeing it. So he got me on that one. And now scope shots. We're going to hook up this relay, and we're going to show without the capacitor. And there's sparks happening there, but there's sometimes they aren't there and they're very weak. This is the scope shot. Okay, the turn on happens right here. Seems to jump over here. I don't know what's going on. Maybe the switch, the relay contacts are burned up from me running this. But you can see that the switch opens and you have all of this going on here. Now we're going to hook up the cap. You can see our spark has gotten much better. And now you can see the resonant ring I'm talking about that happens after the switch opens. There is a little time period here on some of these. Let's expand that, bring it over, and look at that specifically. But you can see that there is a spark every time. And here, this resonant ring can happen right when the switch opens, or there's some kind of delay going on there. I'm going to have to figure out what's happening with that. But during that resonant ring, we have over 250 volts. What's it say here? 396 volts it was saying. And that was peak to peak. But that's not even accurate. See, 454, there's a lot of voltage. So when that capacitor is ringing across the primary, and that's where I have the scope right now, connected across the primary, positive here, negative there, we get this resonant ring. See, now I hope this is not hurting my scope. Let me see here. I think it has to do more with, yeah, this thing might be hurting my scope. Let's try taking this off. I'm going to have to check that. But we can definitely see that there is, I get no sparks right. Oh, there's a couple. There's one. And that's with the capacitor off. And now we put the capacitor on, and we get these big, wide, multiple sparks. What I'm going to do is take a close-up vid, and you can see those sparks. They're multiple sparks that are happening. They're not jumping just one little pip like when you take the capacitor off. Now here we have the contacts. Let's see something. Turn this light off. And then when we put the capacitor on, it does reduce the sparking. But the sparking is always there. Even in point system, you can see them. It just reduces a burning spark that would be happening like here to save the points. But anyway, I'm going to stop here and check and see if my scope's okay, and make another vid soon. Thanks.